Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. Thank you for joining me, and I am going to dive in with this reading to see what Trump's planning in regards to possibly resigning and then getting Pence to pardon him, or is he dumb enough to think he can pardon himself? Because he can't. Not only because you can't pardon yourself and your president, but also because he's been impeached. So I'm going to use the same spread, the same 7 cards, but I've changed the positions a little bit, position meaning. So, okay, so the first card is the forces in motion, his challenges, what he's planning, his actions, what he's doing. Instead of his karma, I'm going to make this next card whether he'll be successful or not. And then the next card is going to be about Mike Pence. What will Mike Pence's actions be? Okay. And then Donald John Trump's future. All right. And I'll put the Lenormand, I'll layer that in a little bit. Okay, so he's working on something. Sun in Virgo. Maybe the forces in motion will be like one of my excellent viewers. I wish I could remember who it was. If it was you, please leave a message and let me know. Leave a comment. But anyway, she said, that's him making license plates. Let's hope that's what it is. Those can be the forces in motion. And his challenge is that with the Ten of Swords reversed, so Mercury and Virgo, think in all different ways, mental masturbation, mental just avoiding something as well, avoiding the end, avoiding the inevitable end. That's his challenge. He would be avoiding the inevitable end. But, you know, it can also be that it can't get any worse than that. I mean, even straight up, it's like you can't get any worse because it's done. You're done. But when it's reversed, I think he's resisting the inevitable end. I don't think I need to add any more to that. What he's planning with the 9 of Cups reversed, it's Jupiter and Pisces, but because it's reversed, there's no expansion, there's no happiness, there's no fulfillment. So he's planning something that will not come to fruition and won't bring him fulfillment. What he's doing, he's repressing. You can see it's Cancer, and it's all the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So it's, you know, overflowing emotion when it's straight up, and open-hearted, you know, caring. When it's reversed, it's repressing your feelings, repressing your heart. And he's famous for that. So he's repressing the inevitable end. But he's working on something, and he's working hard at it. But, you know, with the forces in motion are beyond his control at this point. This can also be looked at as the karma card. But the karma would be more like the cause, and this would be the effect. So, you know, it's out of his control what actually can be accomplished. Maybe he's going to try to start up a new apprentice show. Whatever. Okay, so whether he's successful or not. Well, with Saturn and Pisces, with the 8 of Cups reverse at Saturn and Pisces, it's can be walking away from self-responsibility. And it can be walking away from something that's just you're done with, and there's nothing more that you can do, and you just have to walk away. When it's reversed and asking whether or not it's successful, It's absolutely not successful, and he cannot get out from under the responsibility of everything that he's done in the past. He maybe could get away with some things, but not everything. And he still has all those state lawsuits coming down on him. Letitia James and Cy Vance Jr. is coming after him. Tax evasion and insurance fraud is breathing down his neck. Pence's actions. Well, with the Seven of Swords, he could try and get away with it. He could try and, I mean, it would definitely be thievery. My cards are curling up nowadays. Okay, so, but this with the Seven of Swords, it's thievery, it's deception, it's but it's not. You're not getting away with everything. There's still two swords here. It's definitely manipulation. So Pence's actions are going to be to manipulate the public, Moon in Aquarius, to manipulate the public somehow. It's also the card of betrayal. It's also very risky, but it looks like he'll do it. Okay, well, when I get the Lenormand cards, we'll see about whether or not Trump would actually resign. Okay, Trump's future. Oh, with the Two of Wands straight up, you have opportunities in the whole world ahead of you. Mars and Aries, of course. When it's reversed, you do not. You have limited options, and the plans that you've made in the past are not going well. It's also, about ruining something from the past. It can be like plans that are just ruined, and now you're upside down. It's just, most of all, like not really going anywhere. Fearing change, it can be that as well. Because, when it's straight up, you're looking out at the world as if the world is your oyster, kind of, maybe, and then when it's reversed, that's not the truth. Even though he might think it is, but this is his future. So let me go ahead and layer the Lenormand, and to do that, oh, that's right, I remember, I do have enough room. Do it this way. So we're going to keep all the same positions. First card, second card, yeah. Oops, and then we'll get a little more information and keep going. Oh, oops. Of course, things are never straight in my viewfinder. It's always like tilted. I can't make it straight. Okay, so these are already shuffled. Let me just go ahead and... Okay, so forces in motion. Let me do this for a moment. Challenges. What he's planning. What he's actually doing. What his actions will be about this. Okay. Whether or not he'll be successful. Oops, I just dropped a card. Hold on. Okay. Pence's actions. I can't stop seeing him with that fly on his head at the debate. How do you not feel that on your head? Oh my God. Okay, and then Trump's future. Trump's future. Future. Okay. And I could always draw more cards if we need, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of think I have a clear picture with just the tarot. This is just going to add some more meaning, the element of meaning. Okay, so forces in motion, we have the cat. Cat and the lady. Remember the ladies' man on Saturday Night Live years ago? It's a lady. Okay, challenges. We have the Tower, which is very different with the Lenormand than the Tarot. We have the Tower and the Warmth card. And for what he's planning, we have the Lilies in the book. Whether or not he's successful, we have the Star and the Key. Wait, is that right? Let's see. Forces in motion, challenges, planning. No, this is doing. This is the row that is successful or not. And we have the letter and the dueling card. And then for Pence's actions, we have I think it was the tree. Well, I don't know if it matters, but I think it was the handshake card first. So handshake, pact, and tree. And in the future, we have the safe and crossroads. Okay, let me make sure that's all in frame. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a little messy there, but it's okay. Okay, so with the, oh, I see what went off a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. So with the forces in motion, of course, you know, he's working on something. Hopefully someday it'll be making license plates. And it's something, you know, that he wants to avoid. And it's very selfish. I just don't know if this has to be Melania, and she's involved. And maybe his plan has to do with some type of way to keep her around because, you know, I've gotten so many times that there's divorce, you know, in the future for them. So it could be his plans, of course, to keep her around. Even though she wants to be independent, this is a card of independence. But his challenge is that this card is just not, it's not successful, and he's not accepting reality. He's not letting it end so that he can move forward. And then we have the Tower, which is all about the Constitution. And the Constitution, it's in Article 2, Section 2. I remember from watching Glenn Kirshner's video on it. It was like the presidents have power to grant pardons for offenses against the United States, but not in cases of impeachment. So the Constitution, his biggest challenge is that he's not accepting this end, and that the Constitution is the hearth, the fire, the intention, the original thing that we can rest into, the document that we can rest into, knowing that holds us strong in our home base. It nurtures the the Constitution nurtures the United States of America, and it's not going to be, it's not going to work. And I remember there was something that Glenn Kirshner said about the OLG, like the Office of Legal Counsel. Something like there was some rule where somebody couldn't be the judge in their own case. So of course that would be, if he tries to pardon himself, he can't. So this tells me that his only plan has to be with getting Pence to pardon him. So that would mean that he would have to resign. But I don't see him doing that here. I don't see any cards that show him resigning, unless, well, this one, and thank you, my friend Lisette, for reminding me that the Lily's card has, that can always have to do with retiring, because it's about, like old age, elderly, but peaceful times, and retiring. And this is planning. This is under planning. So this could be this lack of fulfillment in getting what he wants and not being able to pardon himself could have him, because he has to like rest into the laws of the land, right? With the book here. But this could also be a secret card. Like he could be resigning. This can be resigning. This could be resigning. Secretly resigning and then having to deal with Pence, because this is Pence's column here. Yikes. Okay, so successful or not, this is a yes card. And the star card is about intentions and goals. It's about, your wishes and your hopes and your dreams. So, and because now this is what he's doing. This is what he's doing column. Remember, forces in motion, challenges, planning, and then what he's doing. So he's stuffing down, he's repressing his emotions, and also the emotions of the will of the people, and he's doing something to get what he wants. He's trying to use this key that's in the Constitution, where he could resign and then ask Pence to free him. Like, this would free him. But it doesn't, because what happens is, like, under a deal like that, it makes him look guilty, because he would be, because pardons just show that you're free, but commutations mean that you don't have to do the sentence. But when it comes to a pardon, like, you're free, but maybe Pence does it. Well, pardons you do, you're free, but it does mean you're guilty. It's the acceptance of the guilt, when you get pardoned. And with Pence here, well, let me not jump ahead, hold on. So with what he's doing, that's his intention, is to get out of jail free card. That's the way I'm going to read this. And then this is the column for being successful or not. Well, like I said, with the Eight of Cups reversed, it's stagnation. It's not going anywhere as far as being successful. It's not going to give him what he really wants, because there's a battle. There's a battle about the legalities over, and here's this card. These cards knight each other. So even though he's got this secret wanting to, well, the resigning would be the secret to get what he wants, but I don't see this as being very successful. It's the only thing it's successful over is, well, I guess we would be if Pence, if he resigns, he has to resign for Pence to pardon him, and then, but he could wait until the last minute. He could wait until the last minute. That's the thing. Is he could wait until the day before, and they could do it all like on, January 19th, like 18th or 19th. Because it looks like Pence would do it. This is a bond here. This is the deception, and this is the bond, and it's for some type of long-term. Man, the karma though. Dang, the karma for Pence. But he's not staying around anyway. He probably has no political future going forward. He's probably done. Yeah, but he could be like Pence can be one of the branches of, well, he is one of the arms in the government. He's a branch in the government. And this is the bonding, the coming together. So I think that's what's going to happen. I really think it looks like Trump will wait until the last minute, because this is waiting and waiting and waiting. This is a wintertime card. The lilies is definitely, like winter, and it can be a long time. And meanwhile, it's held secret. It's a secret that they hold on to for a long time. Well, for the next, 60 days or so, next couple of months. But then, Pence does it, and then Trump's future is maybe he's paying Pence. Maybe he has to give him money. He bribed him. Because this card is a bribable card. This is all bribable, and, but would Trump really pay him? Or he's offered him some type of an asset. My goodness. Wow. But there's the choice there. Let me use this other Lenormand deck and see if I can get clear on. I'll leave these cards there so you guys can look at them while I'm shuffling. Let me get clear on some timing, because it looks to me like Trump is going to wait until the last moment to resign, and then get Pence to pardon him. Let me see if that's true. I'm asking for timing with Trump's resignation. I mean, this is a resignation card too. If you feel into the energy of, I'm not going to get what I want, so I'll just give it up. It's also a card of a very, very dysfunctional family. Yeah. Okay, so is he going to resign soon, or is he going to wait till the last minute? With this snake card, yeah, it's going to be really complicated as far as he's going to complicate it as much as he can. And meanwhile, imagine all the things he can do. Yeah, and the mice. He's going to do everything he can to minimize any possible betrayal. Because if he stays, he needs to stay there as long as possible. Because of course, remember, he has Letitia James and Cy Vance Jr. coming down on him with those crimes from the past, like state crimes. He can't be pardoned for state crimes. Yeah, so here would be like the document that says I resign. So I think he's gonna, I don't see any cards here to show that it would be sooner than later. I think it would be, very devious with this snake and anything to minimize his risk. And that would be when the document comes through. Goodness. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other question around this that would help us to understand. Well, I guess what I can do is ask, let's use this deck because there are more cards. Let me ask. I know I've done a video before on what we could see on, on the way out. What were Trump's plans on his way out? But now I want to ask, is he going to start a war with Iran before Iran, I'm not sure, however you want to pronounce that. Will he be starting a war? Or will he issue a strike over there? Will he create an airstrike? Will he create some harm in Iran before he leaves? What is he going to do? That's a card of peace. Okay, so at least here's one row. I might draw some more, but So something, well, wait, if it's not, because he's just not a peaceful kind of guy. If he were to, the pulling the troops out of Afghanistan, that has an ulterior motive for Putin and Netanyahu. But when it comes to Iran, feels like there's it's peaceful. There's a peaceful intention, and he's trying to grow something. The peaceful intention for growth, but it's blocked by the government. It has to do with money and foreign relations. Okay, so I need another row. Peaceful intention. This is like long term though, but there's long term obstacles. What is he going to do in regards to Iran these last 60 days that he's in office? Okay, so the Clover brings in opportunity. Garden Park card is the public. It's also networking. Here's the card of abuse or repetitive, something that's repetitive. This is something nefarious. Yeah. Oops, this is a little, that's a warring, little card of warring. But then again, money, and something surprising. Or that there's an offer, like some type of an overseas offer. Oh God, it could be like some type of a kickback that he gets financially. There's a risky opportunity. Like the peace is, you know, there's no need to have a conflict with Iran, I'm sorry. And but this widespread network, I mean, I would want to say that he can be blocked, but he has, you know, he has power, he has executive power to do things. But maybe he would be stopped. I would hope that he would be stopped. But this is, you know, using the institution of the military in a war here, and, you know, conflict, duel, battle. And then it's all about the money. But there is an obstacle to his nefarious plans. There's an obstacle to his hidden agenda. But it's very manipulative. There's an obstacle that's manipulative. And this could be, you know, the public argument, public debate. Could be manipulation with the public debate, and I get the feeling this could have to do with what's his face, a big. Oh, okay, I can't stand the guy. Every time I see him, I'm as disgusted by him as I am with Trump. Pompeo, Mr. You know, pomp and circumstance or whatever. This would be Pompeo, and this would be some money, some kickback, and some. This would be Pompeo and his nefarious plans overseas. So, but because I have this card here, because of all these negative cards here in the middle that override the, of course, the neutral cards, I have to say yes. I think he will create a strike. He will do something towards Iran, and it might be a distraction while he's doing something else, you know, blocking with a distraction. And then he'll do it, and there's money involved. Ugh. The levels of corruption, the things that people will do for money. I mean, no wonder we have to have who knows how many gazillion lifetimes to get clear. Oh my God. Wow. So, okay, so I mean, the peaceful, or the possibility for peace is short-lived, because there's too much of an opportunity here for abuse of the government, and abuse of Trump, because you know, he wants to distract and deflect while he's doing something else, and he has, you know, deals with foreign people, foreign heads, that he'll get some kind of a kickback over. After looking at these cards, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't do it a long time ago, actually. So this is another one of those readings where I really, really, really hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So let's pray for me to be wrong on this. Okay. All right. I'm going to close this up. I'm thoroughly disgusted. I've disgusted myself with my own reading. Okay. Challenging topic. So anyway, I wish you guys all the love in the world, and I'll be back for more Trump readings later on. Thanks. Bye.